Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Shout out. Shout out to everybody. Oh my God. It's lit. I want to say this before we get started. I know I did this earlier. You know what I'm saying? It's 2025. We got to roll like this before we get into the drama. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Bad News told everything he did. 100% accuracy. Officer T. Ward knows. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese up in this chat. Gorgonzola. Everything. Bad news. I do want to say this before we get started. Hopped up out of that hospital bed, saw Officer T. Ward, ran down the hallway, seen Officer T. Ward, stopped Officer T. Ward and said, "Wait! Turn that body cam off and hand me that binder." Officer T. Ward obliged, handed Bad News that binder. Bad News took that binder with all of those suspects and pointed out number 4. It's over, thug life. Clone owes knowledge of foot. I do want to say that real quick. He owes knowledge of foot. He ran off on Twitter, you know what I mean, thinking that he don't have to pay his debts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Shout out ghost writing emojis in the chat, please. I do want to put that out there. Can we get some ghosts in the chat? Danny Myers gonna have a little break this next couple weeks. Shout out to everybody. I do want to say, as far as everything going on, I put the blog out saying that the TBL battle, MSHUSTLE Loso is not gonna be going down or whatever. Allegedly not going down. She gave them 24 hours to make a response, you know what I'm saying, or put it out there, announcement, and put it out there for the fans, you know, or she was gonna go off. You know what I'm saying? She not playing. So I ended up telling y'all, and OTFMZ underneath the post that they posted, right? So they're really the ones that broke the whole story, really. I mean, people knew kind of what was going on, but they put it out on the internet, so shout out to them. They keeps it real with some stuff. They, you know, they said EAZY the Block Captain is the person that did it. Now, I hit EAZY the Block Captain up, and he said he did. He said, y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. So EAZY made a post on Twitter. You know, he said, "I stand on everything." Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below about that. I don't know. It's a lot of speculation. Some people feel like Remy pulled her off the card. You know what I mean? Had her pulled off the card or whatever. Because, you know, REMY Ma's got that song that she was going in on Clarissa, right? But I think it was like Clarissa and MSHUSTLE, or maybe it was just Clarissa. I don't know. So it could be like construed, you know, that maybe she could have had something to do with it. And there's a couple other things I'm not talking about. But as far as EAZY said, like, no, that like, Remy ain't had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to clear that up. He said she don't have nothing to do with this situation. What he's saying is all right, so he's saying that he didn't even know she was going to be on the card, right? So they booked EAZY the Block Captain versus New Jersey Twerk like months ago, allegedly. Yeah, he didn't tell me this part, but I know they booked like when Twerk and EAZY was going back and forth. Like in my mind, I'm thinking that they're booked. And then he did a blog like later on, like after the announcement or whatever, I think it was. And he said they've been booked for like months or something like that, or like a while. So like during that time he was going back and forth with Twerk and people were saying Easy was ducking. He was actually booked for Twerk, right? So they ended up booking Loso and Miss Hustle, I think like a week or 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like very, very recently. So he didn't even know, like, I'm pretty sure if she was going to be on the card, he probably, I don't know, he probably was still try to be on the card. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, get her off the card. You know, I don't know. But he's saying that he did, to be real, he's saying he did not know she was on the card, you know, and she got put on the card like later. So if you ask me, I think this is a situation that's very, very popular going on throughout battle rap, to where Miss Hustle and Easy kind of been having like a rift. Really it's Miss Hustle and Remy Ma. Like, because Hustle is like mad that Remy, at least it's what it looks like, Hustle. I'm not dissing you. You know, we can all be saying a whole bunch of stuff dissing each other. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like she's mad because she's not the face of Chrome 23. Right? So she's kind of been going in on the Easy situation. We heard she was like on a mic talking about the whole situation with Papoose and, you know, Easy before. They've been kind of like, you know, this is a mess, you know. So it's like she don't like Remy Ma. I think she was talking about Remy Ma's trash, is what she was talking about. Like, remember the hot mic? It wasn't the Papoose. She was talking about Remy Ma was trash. Remember that? It was like a video she was saying. She was just like going in. And a lot of people are like wondering, where is this energy coming from? And because Remy Ma had unfollowed her. And she was like, I'm glad that B word unfollowed me and all of it. You know what I mean? Remember that? So I don't know. You know, it's like she's got a lot of hostility towards Remy, you know. And then even when Miss Hustle got caught up in the whole ghostwriting thing, right? She denies that, you know, I do want to say she denies that Danny Myers ghost wrote for her, but it was undeniable evidence put out there that he did like write for her, and then she used like some of the material in the battle, you know. So he basically, it looks like, wrote for her. Like, even when that whole situation went down, Easy Block Captain, I think he even spoke on it. And he was just like, yo, we can't really be believing everything that Keo says. So Easy shot her like bail in that situation. And that's like character damaging. You know what I mean? Damaging character situation where like everybody's looking at like, yo, you using ghostwriters. And he just like gave her the benefit of the doubt on that against somebody that's been like basically trashing him like on social media. So it's just like, it's after so many disses. You know what I mean? And so much like what if Remy Ma shows up there? Like, is it really going to be worth having her on the card? It's something that people got to say. Now, Miss Hustle is going off, right? And to be fair, she's going off. She said, now it makes sense to y'all what happened with my Snoop deal, yet or nah. Since y'all was so concerned, man, I've been very quiet. So I don't know. She's alleging something happened with the Snoop deal because of somebody. Could this be why she's mad? I don't know. I'm just being fair about the whole situation. She said, I've been very quiet about a lot. Why y'all ain't just leave me alone? Ooh, talk crazy. She said, I know about the conversation at the Barclays with Jim too. Because, you know, she is signed with Jim Jones. So Jim Jones must have been... I'm just reading into this, Jim Jones. Shout out to you. You signed my what is it? It was I don't even want to say what it was. Shooting range. Shout out to Jim Jones. Shout out to him. But maybe he was pillow talking, not pillow talking, but telling Miss Hustle some things that probably shouldn't be telling her. I don't know. And then Miss Hustle said, imagine someone at your job getting you fired because his chick don't like you. How the F would you feel? Weirdo stuff. I don't know. It's kind of like you don't like Easy. You know what I mean? Being real, like you don't like Easy. So it's like, you know, what is he gonna do at this point? Like, I feel like personally this is TBL's fault. All right, they should have known. that there's a rift, there's an issue going on, and you know, you want to book battles that have grudge matches, right? You want to do stuff like that. I get it. But you know, they have to do some type of research to understand what is going on in the culture. Who really don't like each other? Who really don't need to be on cards together? You know what I mean? Like, they got to do stuff like that, not just throw a card together, because EAZY is finding out Hustle's on the card when everybody else finds out she's on the card. You know, that should have been something that was like discussed ahead of time. Or if they thought about booking Miss Hustle, they could have, reached out to him like, hey, we want to get Miss Hustle and Loso on the card. What do you think about it? And then, you know, maybe they could just be thinking like, no artist should really have that much power over. I don't know. We reading between the lines a lot here, but you know, in my estimate, it kind of looks like it's TBL's fault. This ain't really EAZY's fault. As far as the J2, shout out to him. The battle between him and the Saga, I actually did want to see that battle. You know what I mean? Like, so that's a one that hopefully they can put on another card. You know what I mean? So I don't know. J2 been saying a lot of stuff about EAZY too. So it's just going to be like super hostile there, being real. And normally, like, you know, media in a situation, we would come out and be like, yo, this is corny, whatever. But when you look at the gravity of everything that happened, like somebody done already, you know what I mean? The whole, the Remy, the Papoose and the EAZY, it's just a crazy situation. I don't think all of them should be on the card, but that's just my opinion. Like, you know what I mean? One blogger out of many. Another thing, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this, but it's just not a good idea. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. But they got the Saga versus Av, I think, is going to be happening. So shout out to Av for picking up the battle on short notice. Somebody J2 mad. Somebody he gonna put his hands on people. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I don't really think anybody's gonna blame EAZY on this for real. I seen Coffee Brown. She was talking. She was basically saying it's a couple things, right? So Coffee Brown is saying that she's had people, like, I guess, pulled off of the card before because she don't want to make money. If she's on a card and there's an event and she's making money, if she don't like you, she don't want to make money with you. So she's had people pulled off cards before. Coffee Brown said that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coffee Brown, no diss. You know, she told on me. Shout out to Coffee Brown. Another thing, it's alleged, I don't know if this is true or not, but Miss Hustle had Capo pulled off of a card before. You know, so, and Capo is like on Twitter talking about this. You know, so so if she had Capo pulled off a card and this happened to her, Capo says somebody using their powers to get you removed from cards and removed from venues ain't fun, is it? Hashtag dying hippopotamus is what he said. So I don't know. You know what I mean? But did she have Capo pulled off the card? He's saying she did, you know? So I don't know. This whole situation is a mess. But I do want to put this out here. Remy didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, you know, she went EAZY. She could hit EAZY, be like, get her off the car. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying she ain't had nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? It's just that, you know, he's finding out later on that Hustle's on the card. And, you know, with the whole situation, YouTube, I'm still trying to be careful. With official, the boxing glove situation with Coffee, that whole thing happened on TBL. They cannot risk continuing to have situations happen, especially how I don't know, they just been talking like mad crazy, you know what I mean? And J2, shout out to him, he's been trolling EAZY a lot, you know, so I don't know, man, you know, but I can understand J2 being mad because it's just like, yo, like, I got money, you know what I mean, I'm supposed to be getting like for this battle, whatever. So I don't know if they're still gonna pay him or end up rescheduling it. But I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Bad News told everything he did. I'm sorry, get mad. 2025. 100% accuracy. Also, Sirius Jones is saying that Head Ice told everything 100% accuracy. I don't know. We waiting for Head Ice to say something. You know, I don't know. Sirius hit me up earlier saying some more stuff, you know, so I'm just, you know, we're gonna see what Head Ice says, but I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But yeah, he told Clone owes knowledge that foot, but I'm out. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe.